Stormalong Bay Pool at Beach Club and Yacht Club Resort has announced that they will be doing a refurbishment. They've given folks plenty of time to, to schedule their vacations around that refurbishment, which is going to be January through March of 2025. So, unfortunately, for anyone who is thinking about going to Beach and Yacht Club at that time, you will not have access to the best pool on Disney property, which is a super disappointment for anyone who was thinking about going. Although, to be honest, it is at a good time of the year because
Yes.
generally it is much cooler and you may not be in the pool as much during those months in Florida. So, personally, I don't know what they're going to do as far as a refurbishment. Maybe it's just a general cleanup refurbishment. The pool always looks in mint condition whenever I'm there. So there were some minor construction that was done on one of the bridges recently at the pool. So I don't know if it's just general maintenance, pool maintenance, that type of thing, plumbing. I mean, you're the water guy, so you know much more than I would about what it would take. But
I'll tell you this though, Walt. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, when we were on our trip back in January, the main pool at Saratoga was down for months from January, and I believe it did not reopen until sometime in April.
Okay.
So almost the length of this. And when we were there, the pools were completely drained. They were jackhammering the concrete from the pool. So that was an extensive refurb that happened over at Saratoga this past spring. All indications point that because of the length that they're giving us now, that it's going to be something like that. They're going to take that, they're going to drain it. They're probably going to take all that sand. They're going to take all that sand out. So you get new sand. But it's extensive. And like Walt, you said, I've never had the pleasure of I never stayed there, so I've never used the pool. But it looks really cool. And like you said, it's one of those, like even at the lazy river, there's deep ends there. You have the sand. I got to stay there once just to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But you're right, though. This is the most popular pool at the Walt Disney World Resort. And I don't care if it's 50 degrees out. When those people are staying at that resort, those butts are in that pool. So this is a major blow. So if you want to stay there, I'm hoping, we don't know, probably not. Maybe they'll give some good discounts to stay there while the pool is closed.
Yeah, that would be good for folks who still want to stay there. But again, it's a great resort for other reasons. The location, the proximity to Epcot, and to the Crescent Lake area there. But again, it is a big it's something that definitely takes away from staying there.
Question for you real quick, because you're the beach club guy, but the beach club side still does have a I don't know if you want to call it, but a quiet pool, right? Down back towards the DVC side?
Yes, it does. Yes,
okay.
There is
so
another.
there will be some pool option.
Yeah, there is another pool option for sure, but it's definitely not the same.
But Yacht Club doesn't. I think Yacht Club only has Stormalong Bay, right? I unless I'm forgetting, I don't think they do.
Honestly, I don't think they do either. I could be wrong about that.
We could be wrong. I don't think so. I think we're right.
I don't think they do. I think it's just that secondary pool, Stormalong Bay, and then that secondary pool over in Beach Club, which I believe, if you stay at Yacht Club, you can access that pool as well. So,
but I'll tell you though, if you think if you get high crowds, especially certain times in the spring, you get spring break, you could have like a bum rush on that pool over there.
Yeah, well, they do limit it to people who are staying at the resort only, and they are very cognizant of whether or not you're staying there, because they make sure that they have lifeguards at all of the entrances, and they check your band to make sure that you are staying at Yacht or Beach Club, so they don't just let anybody in. It's pretty tough to even try to sneak in there. And then you risk getting caught. So. It's that's going to be something I think that is going to impact people's vacations. Yeah, in early 2025.
I'm going to give them credit, Walt, and I think you will agree with me. Disney is being very proactive, coming out pushing a year and a half.
Mm.
Notice, because think about it, by the end of this year, we only got a couple months. We're at the cusp of the holiday season now. So people are already starting to think about, early 2025 possibly. So this is now,
Yeah.
So I give him credit.
Well,
Props.
that